What's up guys, it's HD Jag, and I have just a couple of things there. A couple of things on Modern Warfare 3. So I played a little bit of Team Deathmatch, and it was impressive. This guy, I didn't see him once moving around. He was laying down the whole time. And he was using Assassin, of course, as well, with his dead silence, with his silencer on his weapon. He was at like 4th prestige or something. And he spent the whole game just camping in corners. And then one amazing thing happened. He stood up. I saw him standing up, not laying down on the ground. He was actually standing up. It was amazing. It was a sight to be seen. He was standing in a corner on top of some kind of barrel, but still, that's, you know, it's a step in the right direction. It's so pathetic how camping can be such a, like, TDM isn't fun anymore, because the guy that camps the most wins. I played against so many people now that have just devoted their time to put out bouncing betties, to use the FNGs as secondaries, to use like the sniper as a primary, and camp at every location where you can camp. Like if you ever played Seatown, there's one house on the side of Seatown. I think there was 5 out of 6 people there, and like the other guy was running around with Assassin and 2 FNGs, FNG 9s Akimbos. It was horrible, to be honest. I really did not like it. It was one of those things which it was like I'm just gonna turn off the Xbox. The only problem is we lost those games. My team, like the idea of how they split up teams, they give me the worst teammates. That's how they do it. Because the thing is, if I go 38 and 10, and I got even better games like a 52 and 11. Like if I go 38 and 10. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to win, considering that their guy at top place went like 18 and 15, and that was their #1 guy. But we still lose, and we lose quite horribly as well, all the fucking time. I don't know why that is, but that's just something that is happening a little bit too often. It should change that around. So there are a lot of things to be happening now. Like every Call of Duty game that Infinity Ward makes, it's just that they wanna fill it up. And eventually it's going to burst, and it's going to be something that's just going to be annoying. And Infinity Ward have done the thing is, Infinity Ward patches the things that are necessary to make the game, you know, be playable. But the things that annoy people, they are never going to patch. They make sure that the game works, but they don't go further than that. They have a solid game that works, a lot of people are playing it, they have a good service, and actually, I don't think they have good service, because I get shitty connection all the time. The only thing is, like, they're handing out 4 bars all the time. Everybody's getting a 4 bar. I mean, there's not a... Try to find a guy without the 4 bar. Everybody has it. It's like you gotta... Now, instead of this, I've said this before, but instead of this being like, you know, an okay 4 bar, you know, there was a 4 bar, that was good. If you had a 4 bar, you should be happy with your connection. Then there was a bad and a good 3 bar, and then there was a 2 bar, which wasn't good, and then the 1 bar, which was horrible. Now it's like, if you have a 1 bar, then you're just lagging out. If you have a 3 bar, then you have bad connection, really bad connection. And if you have a 4 bar, there's like 5 different degrees of a 4 bar. There's really bad 4 bar, bad 4 bar, okay 4 bar, good 4 bar, and great 4 bar. Like, there's a, like, don't... If you can do it like that, just show us the ping. Show us what delay we have. That's much better. Like, dude, that's Call of Duty 2 style. There's a lot of things you should implement from Call of Duty 2, but you never take the time to do that. Like, I think Call of Duty should work with NASA, because if they really do this right, and they aim at one guy, so he's aimed at Mars, and then he knifes, and that launch he has when he knifes, I'm pretty sure he will be able to just shoot all the way over to Mars. No problem, because that commander launch, or I'm saying commander launch, there isn't anything that is called commander launch, but that knife launch is amazing. I am like that's people are, you know, people want to know how we're gonna teleport. That's how we're gonna be able to teleport. Like if I want to go to the US right now, it's just to stab somebody, you know, all of a sudden I'm starting to fly. That's the ridiculousness of Modern Warfare 3 at the moment. Like it's like you what they do is that, oh, people are complaining about this. You know what? Let's keep it in the game. We tone it down a bit, but it's still there and it's still pissing people off. Like noob tubes. We all hated noob tubes. And what do you do? Well, you make them a little bit worse. So, like, they're still in the game. We want them out of the game. There's no tactical part of NoobTube. NoobTube is all about just shocking it, hoping for a lucky kill. Maybe somebody's damaged, because the thing is, they have really low health regeneration. The weird thing is, they speed up their game insanely. The game is like, when you spawn, you can spawn behind somebody. The spawns are fucked up. You're always close to people because the maps are so small. And your health regeneration is really bad. You need to have a fast and high health regeneration if you have small maps all the time. So, and as well, if there's a death streak, I don't know, I think it's called Dead Man's Hand, which, just Infinity Ward. I mean, what were you thinking? I mean, really, well, like, where does he hide all of that explosive? Because the explosive range, if you have Dead Man's Hand, is bigger than a Predator missile. I don't know. Where is he keeping that fucking C4? Is he keeping it up his arse? Because that's the only thing that I could imagine him having it. And it just blows up everybody. It has a bigger area of effect than a Predator missile. That's just fucking silly. It blows up and kills... I cannot stand when you're like for example, I was in C-Town and this guy was really bad, but he got kills on me all the time because he got his kills with his death streak. Because that's how Infinity Ward, what they do. They just reward people that are bad just by giving them death streaks all the fucking time. And we were in this small house, which is most people are always in it. It's kind of on the second floor, but yeah, I'm not gonna try to explain it. But this guy was like, I was shooting him, and all of a sudden he just blows up, killing like, he actually got a quad with it. That's the silly part, he got a quad with that. That made me so frustrated, because all of us were in this house, because we were throwing nades, and ridiculousness. And bouncing betties, your idea of bouncing betties, let's go to the, which games are considered being the most skillful FPSs. One of them that I'm gonna mention is actually a third-person game, but Gears of War, Halo, and Counter-Strike are the ones that, you know, off top of my head, that I might consider being the most skillful games, that are the most competitive games. Most things you find in Modern Warfare 3 isn't in these games. Like, imagine Counter-Strike 1.6 with a bouncing Betty. You know, one guy just throws it over a wall, and this guy's running there, and boom, there is dead, one shot, no skill whatsoever. That's the Infinity Ward way. That's just how they do everything. That's like the ridiculous parts. If you just go to like whatever, guess why there's no noob tubes in Counter-Strike? Well, it's quite obvious, they're not skillful. There's so many things that you should take from these games that are actually good, that are actually competitive. They base their game around being as least competitive as possible. Like, there's a lot of things they gotta patch. They gotta patch Assassin. Assassin is the way to go. I've realized lately, if you want to win Team Deathmatch, you play with Assassin. If you want to lose Team Deathmatch, you don't play with Assassin. Is it really that much harder than that? No, it's not. It's just Assassin is the way to go all the fucking time. Which means that Assassin is now the new stopping power. The thing you wanted to create by taking away stopping power was that you wanted to open up all the other spaces for different new perks. But what you're doing is that you're just opening them up so people can actually find the new douchebag perk, and that perk at the moment is Assassin. And of course, I'm not saying that people that use it are douchebags, because the deal is it's a good perk, and you know, you might want to win, you use Assassin. The only thing is, I don't think it's belong in the game, because you know, the point that you're trying to make, or what you're trying to change in Modern Warfare 3 from Modern Warfare 2 by taking away stopping power is just happening the same thing again. For me, take away that whole perk tier. It should be about time. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous that it's actually still in the game. It's pissing me off, really, to be honest. I've always wanted since Call of Duty 5 to take away the second perk tier, because that's where all the annoying perks are. In the first perk tier, yeah, that's right. They have their bouncing betties, they have their claymores. Now that's just a lethal. Like if it's explosive, that is good. If you're not going to patch, if you're not going to do anything about it, just make it a perk instead. Like that's the best way. It takes up some space. That's if you had a grip on any kind of weapon in Call of Duty 4, that would take away that. I think it was the same thing in... No, maybe it wasn't the same thing in Modern Warfare 2. But if you had bouncing betties on noob tubes, then that would take up the first perk tier. You know what, if you're gonna have fucking bouncing betties, you should take away all your fucking perks, because those things are overpowered. A bouncing betty is nearly all the time, like, that's gonna declare you a kill. Congratulations, achievement unlocked, throwing out the bouncing betty, free kill. 600 gamer score, or whatever they call achievement points, I don't know. Ridiculousness that always has to happen in Modern Warfare 3. Like, I've been playing so many matches where people Like, the worst part about Team Deathmatch, please make it a bit more where the spawns, like, the worst part about, I'm gonna go through this here now. In Team Deathmatch, these guys are really holding a place. What do I have to do? Well, I gotta start flanking. I need to do some flanking. Well, now all of a sudden, like, if I go somewhere, my team's gonna spawn on me. And when my team spawn off, then the other enemy team is gonna spawn on the other side. So while I'm going in circles, my team is spawning on me, and these guys are spawning on the other side. Like, you know, trying to be sneaky. Oh, finally, I'm so close to their kind of hideout place. Oh, boom, boom, boom. All of a sudden, oh, now we're 5 people around here. Okay, now we have like one big massive dot on the radar, and all of a sudden, oh, there's the sniper, there's the noob tube, there's the Type 95, whatever, and boom, you're dead, and you have to redo all of it. And the worst part is that if you think of it like this, if you get into this spawn a bit, they're just going to be spawning behind, so the closer you get, the further away, they're just going to be spawning away, so you're kind of chasing into the spawn, but you never get in there. And you're going to get killed, because, you know, they're going to be spawning and they know where you're coming from. They need to make the spawns a bit more on lockdown. Because the thing is, they gotta be some kind of way to, because Team Deathmatch, you should be able to get into this spawns, you do some spawn trapping. A lot of people hate spawn trapping, but in most cases, like spawn trapping, for me, for example, if we go into domination, spawn trapping domination, I think is just, it's a great idea, because the thing is, it rewards the players that actually go for objectives. If I would be running for the objective all the time, I would get the spawn trap, because I maybe got B and C, and now they would spawn on A. Because otherwise, if there's only an A and C flag, we can be there just shooting bullets back and forth, not leading to anything. But if a team player, you know, runs and maybe gets a friend that takes B, now they got a spawn trap. And if you lazy bastards that camp in the spawn, if you want to get spawn, if you complain about being spawn trapped because you don't go for flags, that's your own fault. Then you want to play Team Deathmatch. And when you play Team Deathmatch, of course, you're going to put on that PP90 with rapid fire, with the assassin, dead silence, and of course, sleight of hand. I can give you the class that's going to make you win every game. I've been playing with it now a little bit, because I've been playing against douchebags the whole day. Some of them were actually pretty nice, but most of them were real douchebags, and I felt like, oh, if I just got so pissed. It's ridiculous. PP90, go with that with the rapid fire. It's a 3-shot kill, and to actually shoot the bullets, or to shoot these 3 bullets, take less than half a second. Like, if you aim in, they automatically die. You don't even have to shoot, they just die, because they know that that thing is gonna burst you down. And sleight of hand, assassin, and dead silence, and boom, there you go. They have the best perk on the game, or the best class setup on the game. Like, people complain about the Type 95. Have you ever played with the PP90? It's like, it's so overpowered. But the worst part about Infinity Ward is that they have this idea that, well, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna tweak it a bit. We're just gonna make it a little bit worse than what it was before. Can't you just take it out of the game? No, because we're gonna tweak it instead. Just make it a little bit bad. You know, not as good as it used to be. When you just can take it away out of the game. But the thing is, they have their idea of this game, like, here's our game, I hope you enjoy it. Oh, you don't like this? Well, fuck off. We don't give a flying fuck. We don't care. This is our game, enjoy it, and if you don't, go play Minecraft or whatever you play. That's kind of their mentality. That's what I hate. That what makes me rage quit. Because to be honest, that's how they do. If they just could have some deal with trade, if we could get a forum where we could be voting about stuff, we could be writing down stuff we don't like, so they could actually patch it. Like, doesn't that seem brilliant? So we can go in there, we say, Assassin is ruining Team Deathmatch, and if people are voting this up, then they're gonna patch it. Like, here's the deal. The Call of Duty Elite is there not to get, like, the Call of Duty Elite, to be honest, is a joke. It's a joke. That's exactly what it is. It's giving you something that you should get for the game, considering that this is an expansion pack, not a new game. This is a total fucking expansion pack. When I look at the screen right now, it doesn't look any different from Modern Warfare 2. The only difference is, welcome to Modern Warfare 3. That's the only difference. No other difference whatsoever. And that's a new game. Oh shit, there was more of a change for the Warcraft 3 expansion pack. Oh. And that's the thing about Call of Duty Elite. The things that they have in Call of Duty Elite we should have gotten a long time ago. But they're way too lazy to do that, because then they actually have to do something. They actually have to get off, they actually, not get off their shit, but actually get onto their shit and actually do something. And that's a little bit too much for them. And the thing is, they have, as I said before, they have the idea of this game, and they're not going to change anything. Have they ever been in a situation where they've actually taken something out? I think that's never actually going to happen either. They're always just going to have things in the game that they enjoy, that are in the game, and they're going to let them be that way. The thing is, they never take things out. I don't know, maybe in Call of Duty 4, I wasn't that big into everything in Call of Duty 4 and World at War. They maybe took something out that maybe was a little bit too much. But the thing is, they're never going to take out Assassin. They might tweak it a bit, you know, maybe. And the worst part is they're going to make it maybe so Assassin Pro isn't as good. That's maybe what they're going to do. They're just going to change around the Pro perk. Because the thing is, like, Assassin is maybe my main problem with this game. The support kill streak as well is my main problem. Those two like split first place. But Assassin, well, like, what are you gonna do? Either you don't show up on the radar, or you show up on the radar. But I actually had a good idea. This is an idea that I had a long time ago. This is a tweak for Assassin. Like, you know, Assassin is kind of a way to flank. That's kind of what it's all about. And as well, I zoom out the minimap, just zoom it out a bit more so you get a little bit of a better view. And make it so Assassin will keep outside. If you're outside the minimap, if you're on the sides on the minimap, if you get a radar and you know, red dots show up, they show up on the side. If you have Assassin, you will not be shown up, so people don't know which way you're flanking from. But if you're within this square of the minimap, you will actually get seen. Like, that's a tweak for Assassin that would make Assassin quite good. And if people don't understand what I mean, like, it's pretty simple. Like, the minimap, if somebody's within the minimap, you're gonna get shown. If you're outside it, you will not get shown. So in case you want to do some flanking, that's maybe your deal. Maybe, you know, that's maybe the most reason why I use Assassin, because they will get up a UAV, they will camp in some kind of house, the sniper's gonna pick me up all day. And they're gonna get so many easy kills on me, and it's not gonna be fun for me. I'm gonna be rage quitting all day, of course, as usual. And I think that's a good tweak. And I've already said this before, but if you ever played Call of Duty 4, there's a Juggernaut Juggernaut perk, and if you shoot somebody with the Juggernaut perk, there would come up a first aid box. Make it so, like, explosives don't do any damage whatsoever, really, but they have a huge blast range, but they don't do any damage. So if I want to see if somebody's hiding in this cave, I can throw in a nade there, and that will explode. They will get a little bit dizzy, but I will know, because if I get a hit marker, then I know that somebody's flanking that way. And if you have a claymore put down, the claymore won't do any damage whatsoever. It will explode, and then it will well, basically what it will do is that it will show up a little claymore instead of hit markers. It will show up a little claymore, and you will get the, like, if you don't pay attention, you won't see it. But if you do pay attention, you'll see, oh, somebody walked into my claymore. He will be, the guy that walked into the claymore will be maybe, you know, if you maybe got a concussion grenade. Not flashed, but just a little bit dazed. And, you know somebody's there, so you know they might be actually flanking from that way. The guy that walks into the claymore knows that maybe they're, you know, then now they know that I'm coming this way. Maybe I should try to do some alternative route to try to do something else. As well, what this will do is also make it so it actually comes into game battles. That's one of the main things that I want to happen. I would like to have that kind of claymore in game battles, because it actually makes it more of a competitive aspect to the claymore, instead of just being a one-shot where it's like a free kill kind of thing. Like, a lot of people use the claymores or bouncing betties. They're like, okay, let's just throw this shit down. And boom, okay, I got a kill there. That's great, just increasing my my kill streak or my point streak. Did I really deserve that kill? Well, I did not. Maybe I did a good good placement on that claymore. Does that mean that I deserve it? No, of course it doesn't. You just throw out the bouncing betty. Congratulations, you're now a part of a very special group called Everybody. Everybody knows how to fucking throw out the claymore. It's just press the button and it will get thrown out. Somebody's eventually gonna go in there, and boom, you got a point streak. And the worst part is that campers are using this religiously. Like, it's all the time. It's throughout the Bouncing Betty. I've got games where I actually went like 35 and 6, 7, and I died five times of some kind of explosive. Like, it's not the first person explosive, it's a first person shooter. I have no clue where you're getting this all like OP explosives from, because that's not how Call of Duty works. I've been blabbering on now, and it's really early in the morning. I woke up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I've been actually just playing a little bit, and that's where my camping talk comes from, I guess. But I hope you guys enjoyed. That's it. I actually got to quite more of these ones, because there's so much I want to change about Modern Warfare 3. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys later.